Ta-da! I'm not talking about Harleys. Let's get into it.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I am back. Well, for me, I'm back. For you, it's just a continuation. I am cracking on with this Kawasaki Moriwaki project build, and I thought I'd give you a quick update of what I've been up to. So just on the channel recently, I've released all my videos pretty much one after the other, because back in May I stopped filming. I had a whole load of videos that I'd made, because I had to have a big break from July to August and into September, so I needed to get all those done. Unfortunately, things changed a little bit, and there's new information coming in, and I thought, you know what, before I even think about doing anything like that, let me just get all these published. That's basically why you've had a whole load of videos just on the channel. It's going to be nowhere near like that anymore. Anyway, so on with this project build, which I kind of got, and then I went away for a few weeks, and then I thought, well, I'd come back and start cracking on with it. So whilst I've been away, I stripped down the frame, and I've got some footage here as well. Washed it all off, and then just tackled all the parts and basically gave it a good old respray as well, all over everything. It's basically together. I'm going to go for a side stand instead of a center stand on it as well, and the theme of the bike is kind of if you've ever seen the Waltons many years ago, and one of the lads, Jim Bob Walton, he built a car out of stuff that he could find. Well, basically, this is kind of what I'm doing with it. This is not a barn find per se, well, I suppose it is, but it all came in a box of bits. So basically what I'm doing, I'm just going to get everything on there as best I can, and however it looks like, that's where it's going to come out. And I'm going to have a bit of fun with it as well. So I'm not going to show you what fun bits I've done, but hopefully you'll see there's a bit of a sense of humor at the end of it. Anyway, so the tank has been preserved, let's put it that way, and you can see there I've basically gone over it, and I've preserved that. I still need to find a fuel tap for it, and there's no fuel lines or anything like that. I've just put back together the carburetors to see what problems are there, and basically I'll run through that in a minute. And I've done the seat as well. I've sort of fixed that or patched that up, and also the tailpiece as well, so it all fits on the bike. It's just now getting with the mechanicals and the electricals. So one of the things that I had to do was try and identify all the parts that were missing, and basically, whilst there's a lot of stuff here, as is usually the way, there's always lots of little bits and pieces that are missing, and those little bits and pieces are usually fasteners and things like that. I haven't even gone through the whole bike yet, or the whole box of bits yet, so I know lots of bits are missing, which I'm going to have to try and source at some point. So this isn't going to be a quick build in any way at all. It's going to be a kind of a anytime I can get the parts or find what's missing, then I'll attack that. So the previous video, when I kind of made a video about this, I was going to start on this bike build, I basically said I'm going to just get the frame and the tank and everything all squared away. So basically it's all over there. Right, there we go. And it's all sprayed up, and it's all, well, it's basically ready to go in its current form. The shocks are on there, the swing arm is on there, nothing's torqued up, nothing's tightened up. It's basically, I need to get new bolts, fasteners for the shocks as well, because they're missing. I've just put random bolts in there. The steering head bearings definitely need to be changed. That's one of the things I'll have to do as well. So this was all in pieces this morning, but I wanted to see exactly what I was working with and what parts were missing. So quite a few parts are missing, would you believe? So it's you've got here the fuel the fuel line connectors, a lot of those are missing as well. We've got this choke, manual choke here, but there's little circlips that go in there to pull these across. One of them I've got, I think it's this one here, or was it this one? Yeah, one of them has already got a circlip in it, but the other three are missing. So, which is, you know, they're tiny little things. Anyway, so I've ordered a box of circlips, so they should be coming. I'm in a bit of a dilemma here because they're all stripped apart, and I just wanted to put them back together just to see if there was anything missing. But I think lots of the bits in there are just not great. So somebody remarked on this before as well, on the first video, about, you know what, just get another set of carbs. These are Mikuni carbs as well. I think I might just do that. I just might do that. I'm gonna strip them down fully, give them a full clean, because essentially I've got it all there. I just need to get those fuel lines sorted out. But I think I'm gonna go, and I'm also gonna research about refurb kits for these as well. But if, you know, if I can pick up a set of, you know, working carbs, fully working carbs for about 40-50 pounds, I think I'll do that instead. You know, just might be better in the long run, and just keep this as complete set of spares, really. Right, anyway, so that's it. That's pretty much what I've got. I've got the frame out of the way, got the tank and everything all out of the way. I've got the carbs, well, assessed, let's put it that way. That's a good way to do it. And the next thing to do is tackle this engine here. So what I'm going to give it a good old clean, and I've got a feeling I might have to dismantle it, not because I don't think it's running right, it's because of this. And this is where I'm going to ask you for your info as well, your input, because I think this is beyond my what I've done or what tools that I've got to be able to do it. So here, as you see, the casing has broke right there where the exhaust studs go in. So that's one of them. I think it's just one. Yeah, it is definitely just one that's broken. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to research this. I've researched to see if that can be welded, but it's whether it's worth welding it, and or whether there's another head here which I can just find again for cheap money and just do a swapperoo and see how it goes. So again, a bit of research here to see how much one of these costs. I can pick up a whole engine for about 300 quid, so you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a great deal. But I say if I can just pick up the head for about 20 or 30 quid, whatever, and everything's intact, then that might be a better way to do it. So I'm kind of, you know, assessing again what I need to do here. So it might be a case of say, well, I'll just strip down the whole engine anyway and just, you know, go at it, as it were. But as I say, we'll see how we go. But so one of the things also on this side here, the points cover is missing as well. So again, that's another 30-40 pound investment, as it were. But essentially everything else is okay. So before I tackle that, and I'm just going to give it a good old clean. I'm going to get the starter motor on it. I'm going to see if the starter motor will turn over the engine, and I can see it all working with the you know, the all the valves opening and closing and everything like that. If that's all working, then I'm going to look at the electrics as well and see how we go, and then it'll be a case of, well, fix that, get a side cover on it for it, and then basically put all that clean engine into the frame. And the way I would do this is basically put the engine on the ground, lie it on its side, and then just lower the frame over it. And that's how I would do it. I wouldn't try and maneuver the engine into the frame. Best way to do it is always put the engine on the ground, on its side, with lots of, you know, cushions or whatever, and then just lower the frame over it. It makes life a lot easier and safer for one person as well. Right, so anyway, that is the update of the bike build, or the project build. Not a lot going on really. So I'm just sort of taking it easy at the moment with the videos. I am going to be having well, I suppose I've had a long break of making videos. I've made a few shorts here and there, but I'm just taking a break from the whole YouTube thing for a while, and I'll still make videos or update videos, but I'm not going to make anywhere near what I've been doing, and I'm going to see if I want to carry on making those kind of videos or do something different as well. But as I say, it'll still be bike related, of course, or me and my bike doing stuff. But there have been some interesting comments over the last few months. One of the most interesting ones, let's say, was I got accused of not riding my bike enough. And so this is me making videos on the side of the road with my bike, and then I'm accused of not riding my bike enough. And so, well, how did the bike get there then? How did I get to the side of the road with my bike? Weird. Anyway, so you know, people love to make comments, of course, don't they? So anyway, I won't be making videos for a while. Let's say it might be a few weeks, it might be 2 or 3 weeks, it might be a couple of months, who knows right now. But so there will be content coming out, but it just won't be anywhere near on the schedule which I've kept over the last year or so. But say, hope you still watch the videos. You can go back and watch all those videos that I've released, that I did mass releasing on, and say there's still lots of content for you to digest. It just won't be any new stuff coming out on a regular basis. It will just be as and when, as I say, and most of it, I suppose, is going to be about this bike here, about this project build. However, that being said, right, I will do more live shows, more live sessions over the next few months, and I'll see how it goes. It might be once a week or something like that. It won't be a regular schedule. So if you want to join in on those and you know, ask any questions or have any topics for discussion as well, let us know, because what I'll do, I'll just put all those together, have a look, kind of a playlist of what I'm going to do, and then discuss that as well. So there will be stuff about bike builds or whatever, the problems that I'm having, the problems that you might face, you know, with tools, without tools, all that kind of stuff. So I kind of do a few live sessions as well. Oh yeah, bear in mind, there's another comment that I thought didn't make no sense at all. So somebody watched one of the live shows a month after it went out live, and then they were complaining that the content was a month old. So, well, yeah, because it's a live show, you should have watched it live. You know, there we go. Anyway, so I'm sure, you know, you're going to get loads of those kinds of comments, aren't you? But that's the way it is. Anyway, so carbs are back together on this project build. Lots of bits missing. I think I'm going to get another set. I think that has broken. That needs TIG welding or something like that. I'll see if I can get it repaired or get a new one. That might be working. Give the engine a good clean up. Let's see if I can get it turning and that kind of thing. The frame is all done. The frame is all done. The tank is all done. The wheels just need to be refurbed. But do you know what? You know, that's a long way off yet. Let's just see about the engine and the carbs. That would be the next step. Right, well, I suppose that's it. Catch you on the next video whenever it is. You know, subscribe, like, share, all that sort of stuff, if you really want to. If you don't, then don't. All right, catch you again. Ta-da.